In today's world, most people believe they are earning money, building wealth, and securing their future. But in reality, they are simply participating in a system that functions entirely on digital numbers, points, and theoretical values. The money you earn isn't real in a physical sense, it is just an entry in a digital ledger, a number that represents value but doesn't have a tangible existence. At the end of the month, a certain amount of digital currency is transferred to your bank account, and from there, it goes right back into the system. You pay your rent, your bills, your online subscriptions, your credit card debts, all of it happening within a framework of numbers that exist in cyberspace. But what have you really earned? If all of your financial transactions are digital, if all your assets are stored as numbers in a database, have you truly accumulated anything? You are simply staying in the loop, moving within a system that operates on trust rather than tangible value. Even if you manage to save some of your income, where does that savings go? It remains in your bank account, recorded as numbers on a screen. Perhaps you choose to invest in assets like gold or stocks, but even then, what do you really own? A claim on an asset, a digital certificate, a contract stating that you have ownership, but not the asset itself. The reality is that most people today do not possess real wealth, they only hold digital representations of wealth. You can purchase gold without ever seeing or touching a single gold bar. You can buy stocks without holding any physical share certificates. You can acquire cryptocurrency, which exists entirely in the digital realm. And as long as the internet functions smoothly, as long as electricity flows uninterrupted, these assets retain their perceived value. But what happens in the event of a large-scale system failure? If the internet collapses, if the banking infrastructure crashes, if the electricity grid experiences a catastrophic failure, what do you truly have? Your bank balance would mean nothing if you cannot access it. Your investments would be locked in inaccessible digital vaults. Your wealth would exist only as legal rights, as claims on assets that you may never be able to retrieve. At some point, we transitioned into this system without fully realizing it. There was no single moment when people collectively decided to abandon real money, real gold, and real assets. It happened gradually, first with the removal of the gold standard, then with the rise of digital banking, credit cards, online transactions, and now cryptocurrency. Paper money is still in circulation, but its purchasing power diminishes with inflation, and its use becomes increasingly rare in a world dominated by digital transactions. The shift to digital wealth has made financial transactions faster, more convenient, and more efficient. However, it has also distanced people from the reality of value. A person today could theoretically be a millionaire without ever holding a single dollar bill, without ever possessing any tangible assets. Their wealth exists entirely in the form of digital numbers controlled by financial institutions and technology systems. So, the question is, do you truly own anything, or are you just a participant in a system where wealth is an illusion? Are you building financial security, or are you simply playing a game where numbers fluctuate on a screen, dictated by external forces? And if one day the system fails, what will you be left with? This is the modern financial reality, a world where money, assets, and wealth exist more as abstract concepts than as physical possessions. And yet, we continue to operate within this structure, believing that we are earning, saving, and securing our future, when in truth, we are simply maintaining our place within a vast and intangible system. Given this fragile dependency on digital wealth, it is crucial to consider diversifying your savings by holding tangible assets. Physical gold, silver, and other precious metals have historically been stores of value that retain purchasing power even in times of crisis. Having cash reserves outside the banking system can provide security in emergencies. Owning real estate, agricultural land, or other physical assets offers a level of financial independence that digital numbers cannot guarantee. In an age where energy grids and internet connectivity dictate access to wealth, ensuring that you have tangible, accessible resources could be the key to true financial stability when unforeseen disruptions occur.